Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about some different update ideas that I came up with for Adopt Me, and I think that they are genius, and I think that they should most definitely be added to the game. Some of these are for a variety of different things. Some of them are quality of life, some of them are just like different. You'll see. It'll all make sense in editing. Okay, so the first one is bucks/event currency trading, plus that removes scams. So, for example, in a trade, you can't trade bucks, or candy, or gingerbread, or whatever currency that is available at that whatever given time. It would be great if they allowed that, so that way it can remove the scam that is still happening to this day, to where a person throws a party and they're like selling pets for bucks. Because the only way you can give bucks to people is if you pay, if you give them money in their house if you pay them on a cash register. So yeah, that's the only way that you can get bucks from other players is by the cash register, and because of all the scams, they added a limit to only 150. So if you do 50, 50, 50, then you would have to stop paying until like a few more minutes. And that scam still happens today, where a bunch of vulnerable players would be giving other players bucks, and then they'd be getting scammed, promising them some sort of pet. But that scam will be removed if they allowed you to be able to trade bucks or candy. Like, for example, someone could be like ABC trading Onza for 300 bucks or 200 bucks or whatever. And then someone will come up to them and be like, sure, and then they'll do it in a trade, no problem. Most other games have this feature, and I feel like Adopt Me is missing out in terms of that. Alright, let me take a drink of water real quick.
One drink of water later.
Okay. This is something everyone is saying, and I'm probably not going to go over this too much. Being able to change the color of the pet's eyes. As you all know, with the new Salon update, you can color your pets much more in depth. Before, you were sort of just like equipping whatever spray and spraying and hoping it would work, but now you can actually get very detailed with it, and you can actually like paint what part you want to paint, and it actually shows you. Still waiting for the crypt to be fixed, by the way. Anyway, players keep saying they're not a fan of the new neon kitty bat like green eyes. They want to be able to change it to go better with the vibe of however they're painting their pets. And most players do not like the green eyes. I like it personally, but most players do not. And they want to be able to change it, but that's not an option. You can literally paint every other body part except for the eyes, which is kind of a problem. You should be able to paint them whatever you want, or leave them the same. Like, whatever. Okay, so this is very optional. Like, I'd be happy if this was in the game either way. It's sort of just like, I feel like this is just a feature that they need to add, like, all the time. Okay, so optional, whole new game mode, teleportable, Adopt Me permanent fashion show. And I know what you may be thinking, okay, that they've already have a fashion show minigame in the Halloween update right now, and you have different themes and stuff, but you only have a certain amount of petware to choose from for the different themes. And sometimes they don't even provide the right petware for which given theme. Like, for example, sometimes when I get the pumpkin patch theme, because you know it's all spooky themes because it's Halloween time, when I get given the pumpkin patch theme, they don't even put the pumpkin beanie on the thing sometimes, and I'm like, what? Where is it? Like, they didn't do it one time, and I know that's just one time, but that's kind of problematic for me because I kind of need that to make it a pumpkin patch. It's a pumpkin. So yeah, I feel like before we continue, sorry to interrupt my own video, this isn't a sponsor or anything, but by the way, if you guys were interested, please go check out my Discord server. I'll put the link in the description and in the comments, and for all the other videos that I mentioned, I will put all of the links in the description and in the comments. I don't know if the link is going to be clickable, but here it is. Here's the name of it. Here's everything you need to know. It's got 8 members right now, and yeah, if you guys are fans, or if you're interested in engaging more of the community, then please go check it out. Also, you'll get notified as soon as I upload a new video, or when I'm going to do the live stream, and I'll make a video explaining more about what the live stream is going to be, what exactly it's going to be about, what I'm going to be doing, and yeah, okay, back to the video. We should make sort of like a Dress to Impress kind of inspired thing, like I said in my Adopt Me is Fun More rant video. Of course, my opinions are very different now, but go check out my how to actually have fun in an Adopt Me video. It gives you a few tips on how to actually have fun and stuff. It's like 10 minutes long or a little longer, something like that. Okay, anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, instead of being able to, you could just like put your pet on the pedestal like you would normally, and you wouldn't have to walk around and find a different pet where as soon as you put your pet on your pedestal, it would be just as if you're normally dressing up, except instead of showing that the petware you already own, it would be showing all of the petwares that exist within Adopt Me. And it'll be categorized sort of like furniture. It'll show like, for example, like Halloween, Christmas, fall, winter. Different petware will be categorized in different things. And then you'll be able to find what you need for which given theme much easier. And if this mode is permanent, obviously it doesn't have to be just Halloween or fall themes like we already have with the minigame. And it could be like anything, like summer, beachy, just one in a word, or, you know, stuff that's unique like that. So, and, you know, obviously outside of events, you can just win like a certain amount of bucks, and you'll have a much longer time limit. So it'll be something that I feel like it's very debatable whether if this did become a feature, if players will touch it or not. Because it's going to take up a bit of their time. I would want it to be like 5 to 10 minutes long each round, or maybe you should be able to like pick like which round, like how long you want each round, like maybe like with speed draw. When you load into speed draw, you can click like 3-minute round or 5-minute round or whatever. It should be the same with Adopt Me whenever you load into the separate game mode. Like, and how would you load into this game mode? There would be like a fashion show building of some sort. Maybe it'll just be like a random place in the map, and maybe when they first add it, it'll be like go to fashion show, and then it'll like point the arrows that'll like navigate you where you can go, and then you can go inside, and then it'll be a permanent game mode. That would be amazing, and that would be a great way to make bucks. Like, yeah, and that would be a whole thing within itself. Okay, number 4. I feel like this is gonna be a 3-in-1 kind of thing. Because it's for profile editing. Don't get me wrong, you can get very creative with profile editing, but I feel like with Adopt Me, not everyone knows how to make their profiles like the way they want to. They often feel very like limited to the kind of things, just like with me. I don't really know how to copy paste like fonts into my profile. And one of the times that I've tried doing it, like I don't think I can paste stuff into a Roblox game anyway. It doesn't always work. I don't know how to do that. I mean, I could probably Google it, but it shouldn't be something I have to Google. That's why I'm saying you should be able to have the easy option to, when you're typing in stuff, like in your About Me or whatever, you can just have the option to change the font or the color. And same thing with the background. Instead of it just being plain white, you can make it like whatever you want. You make it a different color. You can make like your own custom pattern or whatever. Or maybe they'll have like their own preset patterns, like the walls. And you can create doodles/art in your profile. This will help promote, like, for example, if I want to say, let's subscribe to Velocity Creates, which you totally should, by the way. No pressure, only if you're enjoying this video. But, I could draw that, and I won't have to worry about getting tagged. And, I mean, this is a very mixed bag, because people could draw very inappropriate stuff. But hopefully, Adopt Me will take this in mind if they do decide to add this, which I doubt they will. Like I said, this is all just ideas. I'm not an official Adopt Me worker or whatever. I don't know how code works or anything. These are just ideas to make the game a better game. And don't you guys be going to Adopt Me begging for these ideas. I mean, I don't blame you if you do, but like, you don't know how hard it is to code these into Adopt Me. So anyway, that would be awesome. You'd be able to draw like a little doodle in your profile. That way you don't have to make like, because I feel like most people use like the clouds in like the environment section, and they make them into like different shapes and stuff. But I struggle with that. Like, I just don't know how to like do it to like make like a certain shape. I saw someone make like a cat one time, and I really wanted to do it, but I just couldn't figure it out. So it would be so much easier if I could just like draw my own cat, or like if I wanted to draw Kuromi in my profile or something. That would be amazing. Like, I would love to do that. And like I said, if Adopt Me does decide to add this, they need to keep in mind that probably people are going to draw inappropriate stuff, so they need to like check on the reports pretty often, because people are going to be bad. Or maybe you could maybe with Roblox coming out with all these new safety features, maybe you need like to be like verified 13+ to draw stuff or whatever, or like maybe you need to like be a certain I don't know, something like that. Okay, this is the 6th one. Okay, make building free. Like, this is something that I feel like would be very controversial, especially for people who build houses to trade houses to try to get pets and stuff, because the whole point people trade for houses, I think, is because there's 2 reasons why people trade for houses. Because they're either, 1, they're broke, and 2, they don't have the skill. But, you know, I feel like if they just make building free, everything free, excluding like right now in Adopt Me you can buy furniture for candy in the Halloween event. And by the way, sorry if my voice sounds a little weird. I don't know. I feel kind of dehydrated because I'm talking a lot. And when I'm hungry, I get kind of dehydrated. I'm kind of hungry. I don't know. My throat's kind of dry. But anyway, so if they make building stuff free, like I said, you could still get it with like candy and stuff. You could still, like, you know, like the Halloween event, you can buy furniture that costs candy and stuff. Like, yeah, there's like a ghost thing right now, and there's like paintings and stuff. Of course, that stuff you can still buy with candy or whatever, different Halloween or Christmas furniture, whatever they come out with. Event furniture, of course. But everything else in the furniture catalog should not cost money. Or depending on what it is, like the age up thingy, there's like an age up item, I don't remember what it's called. That is, I feel like, is a very optional item. I feel like random items like that, like maybe like the potion cauldrons, like maybe those can cost bucks, maybe those can stay the same. But most of the stuff like decor, shapes, basically everything in terms of that, except for like special stuff that's just like sort of like something, you know, that's not entirely necessary, that can cost money. But building stuff for architecture, for decoration, everything, that should all be free, because not everyone has enough time to grind. They just want to build and they want to trade their houses. So, you know, and like I said, that's probably going to take off a lot of houses' value, but I mean, it would be a give or take. Like, if Adopt Me adds this, they gotta tackle with something. They gotta ask themselves, if we do add this, then do we want to struggle with the thing of the players complaining about the value dropping or whatever? But it doesn't really matter. Like, like the value of a house doesn't really matter. I mean, unless you're really trying to like trade it and get good profit for it. But making building free shouldn't eliminate the value anyway. It really shouldn't, because it's about the skill. Not everyone has skill. So I feel like it's mostly about that, but I don't know. Okay, now this is another building thing. Number 7. Create artwork for Adopt Me walls similar to the profile. Basically the same thing, except you can place like a painting, and it could be like paint custom like drawing here, and then you could draw whatever you want, and you could trade the paintings. You can also, okay, you'll have like different save slots for different paintings. Like, you'll be able to save paintings that you made in your house, and you put them in your profile if you want, or you could trade the paintings that you made for pets or houses or whatever. They would be like a whole new thing that would help people grow their inventory, especially if people are really good artists. It'll be like ABC, like drawing stuff for pets or whatever. Like, that would be awesome. And then, like, you know, you draw it, and then it would be like a painting for their house, and then you could trade it to them, and then yeah, genius, right? Okay, number 8. Allow players to... Okay, sorry, I'm gonna edit that out. Maybe I should. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this, because it's a very long voiceover, but whatever. You know how, like, with the pet pen, I feel like it would be better if Adopt Me was like, would you like to turn on notifications? And Adopt Me itself, like from the Roblox app, notifies you like, hey, your pets have aged up. And then you could, like, you know, you'll have the notification, then you can hop on Adopt Me real quick and click claim XP. That'd be genius. That's just a little tiny thing I think would be awesome. Okay, reducing egg and gift prices. Yeah, I don't think you can. Okay, reducing egg prices. The cracked egg is $3.50. We're gonna make that $1.50. The event egg, like right now, it's the dang it, I don't even know what it's called. The egg that has the Anza in it. Normally $7.50. We're gonna make it $4.50 or $500 depending. Pet egg, it's normally $600. We're gonna make it $3.50. Royal egg, $1,450 to $7.50. So we're gonna sort of, you know, the event egg was originally $7.50, but now we're making the royal egg $7.50. Just making things more affordable, especially for new players. I feel like eggs should not cost this much. It's ridiculous. Okay, gifts price down. Not very many people buy gifts, but I feel like if they make them cheaper, people would actually want to start, like, you know, collecting toys more, because it would be more affordable. Okay, so small gift, $50 instead of $70. I know that's only a $20 markdown, but that's not too much anyway, and you'll see why in a second. Big gift, $100. Massive gift, $150. 50-50 leap. I feel like that's fair. $499 for a massive gift? That's ridiculous. Like, no. Like, no. I wanted to make sure that the gifts were cheaper than the eggs, because eggs you get actual pets out of. They're just chinky little toys. Like, they don't really have much of a purpose except for, like, different things you could do with your pet. I mean, they do, but you know what I mean. Okay. The last one, I feel like it's very groundbreaking, and I feel like this would be awesome, but it's also something you can turn off. Adult needs. You know how, like, when you're a baby, you get... Oh, I'm sure OGs would complain, like, what? Babies were first! I'm gonna say, like, you know how, like, babies get tasks just like pets do? Well, adults would be getting tasks. And of course you could turn this off, like adult needs or whatever, or baby needs. Like, you should be able to turn that off. And then, you know, adults will have to take a shower, eat, drink. This is optional. I don't know if people want to, like, make themselves go to the toilet and Adopt Me, or go to the bathroom. Like, you know, just taking care of yourself, especially since that's kind of what Adopt Me was aiming towards for a while, to make them into more of a roleplay game. And maybe new and improved, like, sleeping animations, too. I feel like the sleeping animation is pretty cheap. It's just sort of, like, 2 hands, like, on your side, like, laying on your, like, cheek. I'll show a clip of it right now. This is going to be a lot. It's probably going to take me a while to edit. But Yeah, I feel like that would be genius because, again, it would help new players make bucks. And yeah, okay. This is a very, very optional thing, but I feel like it would give Adopt Me so much money. Like, it would make them go crazy. If they collab with popular brands like Sanrio, or if they make different anime-inspired pets. Inspired what? Okay, like, I would love, oh my god, I really want a Kuromi pet in Adopt Me, or Cinnamoroll, or Hello Kitty, whatever. I want them all. That would be amazing. Like, I want a Mega Kuromi. Sorry, I don't know why my throat keeps doing that. It keeps going, grr, grr, like, help. um, So yeah, I would love to get a Mega Chromie. I would love to have a Mega Cinnamoroll. I would love to have all that stuff. Like that would be awesome. Or like, like different anime inspired pets. Like I'm not gonna like really name any, but you get the gist. I would love that. But again, Adopt Me would have to probably pour a lot of money into it, but I feel like or I don't know how that works. Like I said, everything with like the IP and everything, but they're able to keep the minion chick in the game for however long, and that's the minions. So I mean, there probably aren't as many now in existence because everyone's putting them in the stupid feature that I don't even remember what it's called. You get like the stupid eggs and you like gamble your pets and it like doesn't even give you the egg. You need to put like 5 million pets in there. I don't remember what it's called, but yeah, the minion chick still exists in the game, so stuff with IP shouldn't really matter with Adopt Me, I don't think. And they also collabed with Puss in Boots, so they've collabed with big companies before, Illumination and DreamWorks. So why not like like they could even just do certain characters like ugh, Sanrio, Naruto or whatever. Just that would be awesome. Or maybe even just making like certain like a certain like Sanrio inspired pet where it doesn't even have to be pet, like a Kuromi hat or Kuromi like skull accessory or whatever. I don't know. I'm just giving suggestions. But yeah, I feel like that would be amazing if they did more collabs like most games, especially now in mainstream stuff. I feel like Fortnite really popularized that, but I feel like if they did that in Adopt Me, it would be pretty groundbreaking. And I feel like it would also want to make more players join the game just because it has Sanrio stuff in it or whatever. Okay, that's the end of the video. If you're still here, congratulations. Give yourself a big pat on the back. This was a very long voiceover. 20 minutes. 20 minutes of voiceover that I did. I'm probably going to edit around, make it a bit shorter, but I don't know. It's probably going to take a while to edit, and I don't like editing on my computer with CapCut. It's just a lot harder, but I could probably, I'm getting the hang of it. I'm getting better at it, but anyway, thank you guys so, so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and also do check out my Discord server. I'll put the link in the description and in the comments. It'll notify you of new uploads when I'm gonna do a live stream when I hit 1,000 subscribers. So, and I'll notify the server once I start doing it. And of course, I'm not gonna do it as soon as I hit 1,000. I may do it at a later point. It really depends. Um, so yeah, that's gonna be fun, and I would love to see you guys there. So, um, again, thank you guys so much for watching. You are safe, loved, and protected. Goodbye, creators.